Looking at me standing behind you is so weird.
Do you want me to move it, or are you cool with it there?
No, it looks like I'm hanging out with Post Malone.
Hey guys, actually, you guys look like a couple.
Dude, I would date a guy that looks like Post Malone. That Post one is pretty freaking cool.
It really is.
What are the other ones? We have a Bieber one in there too, right?
Oh yeah. Let me get some of my
Hi,
friends.
Cheyenne. Oh, Shawn Mendes without his shirt on.
Hey, I went over to my girlfriend's house last night, and I had this shirt on. And if I'm going to stay there when I have to go to work the next day, I'll go over in the clothes I'm going to wear the next day. I'll just put them on that night so they're ready to go.
Yeah.
I get there, and she goes, "So did you like knock over a 1920s Navy officer for that shirt?" She goes, "Nice V-neck, guy."
I like the V-neck.
I'm okay with the V-necks.
Okay, what's the trim on your mustache? What's happening with that?
Thank you for noticing.
I noticed it first thing this morning, and it's weirding me out.
Yeah, that is because I've been living out of a suitcase for so long. I can't find the guards for my clippers, and it was all coming over my lips.
Okay.
And I was trying to cut it away from my lip, and I
was like, he's never had like a clean cut across his mustache.
Yeah, it got a little too clean.
Yeah. Okay.
So I just got it. So here's where we're at. All right. The haircut that I never wanted, that was supposed to be a 3 on the sides and scissors on top, that just turned out to be a long buzz. A 1920s Russian naval officer shirt, and a too clean lip because I don't have any guards for my clippers.
So let me tell you how I was making fun of you with my friends the other day. So I went to go get my hair cut. Not cut, just colored. And my girlfriend's salon is right next to the consignment shop I told you about, the Threads consignment shop. So while my hair was sitting, we walked from the salon over to the consignment shop to do a little shopping because I need like 45 minutes to let my hair sit anyway. And it was National Thrift Store Day. So we went. And anyways, since I was getting my hair done, we were all talking about getting hair done. And they said they heard me making fun of your haircut. And so I told them about how you've gone to the flea market. And then my friend Angela in there was like, my husband is going to the damn barber college. And I'm like, that's what he and I go, that's a better idea. She goes, but then he's there for like 3 hours because they have to wait for their teacher to come over. And then they have to get it okayed before they can go. And she has a rule. Have you ever had a rule like this? So her husband likes her hair long. She likes his goatee. So if he cuts his goatee at all, she's allowed to cut her hair. And he came home the other day with a clean shaven. And she's like, so now I'm allowed to cut my hair. And he's like, no, I don't want you to cut your hair. She's like, I told you to keep your goatee. So they like have a rule.
But how long is it going to take her to regrow the goatee versus how long is it going to take her to regrow the hair? I mean, we're talking like a couple of inches versus like a foot. I know the rule's the rule, but that doesn't make it right. So why would he cut his goatee, you idiot?
Yeah, that's
what are you doing? She told you what she would do.
I go, is he missing his top lip? Because a lot of men who grow their goatees because they don't really have a lip. She goes, he looks like a 10-year-old. It's so weird.
That's why I've always had stubble. The beard itself, I'm still on the fence about the beard, but the beard itself that I have now, I've only done this in the last 6 months because it's the first time in 6 months where it's not patchy and I feel like it doesn't look weird if I keep it in check, but otherwise I'm stubble. But I feel the pain because when it's all clean shaven, I look like I'm a teenager.
You look a lot younger when it's clean shaven.
And not a good younger either. It's not like it's clean shaven. I look younger. You're like, oh, that's a good young that fits on him. It's an awkward young. It's like, oh, that's a very shiny plastic looking young.
You know how not often I wear a bra? Like, I wear a bra as little as possible, right? I'm only telling you this because I'm going to show you something. So I shaved my armpits, which I never have to do because I've had laser hair removal. And once in a while, like 1 or 2 little hairs will come in. So I had to do that. And then I wore a bra, and now I have all of these burnt like bumps. Because that's how not like little I wear one that my skin like had a reaction to it.
It's like, what is this strap?
What is this thing on your arm?
We're not used to being held up. What's going on here?
Are there any, because I haven't been in a relationship, like a real relationship in a long time. Are there any other like tit for tat rules?
Man, I don't know. I'm the wrong person to ask because I know that I'm in a relationship right now, but I was in a marriage for so long, and the relationship that I'm currently in is so unlike any other one. And all I've really done up to this point is just kind of dated,
Yeah.
I don't.
My friend in Texas, there's like no rules. If I cut my hair, if I gain weight, if I lose weight, if there's zero rules happening, right?
I know that she's watching my weight. I know that.
The
I mean, she's
other
patted
guy
my belly before.
had all the rules. We had all the rules.
Your husband or your ex?
The ex. No,
Okay.
let me think. No, there was no haircut or weight or any of those rules. We just got married together. Okay. Throw out sweats. She can only wear leggings for comfy clothes. She's not allowed to wear sweats.
I also, though, I feel like that post marriage. I don't know how you feel about it, but I feel like I approach relationships different and smarter than I do through marriage, because like, regardless of how my marriage ended, it takes 2 to tango, and 2 nightmares don't make a dream, right? So I look back, and even with my marriage, and then the people that I dated leading up until now, like, I've looked at each one kind of like we've talked about this before, like Ariana Grande's "Thank You Next." Like, I
Yeah.
kind of get that now a little bit, because in every person that I've dated since, plus my marriage, I've seen glimpses of me and what her complaint was about me. I've seen some of those glimpses, like, oh, I get that now. Now that I'm in a similar situation where something is happening, I have the same complaint. I get that. And moving forward, I'll do that differently, because I wasn't doing that out of any sort of, I love to do that anyway. It was just a thing, and I'll change it,
Yeah.
And on that same token, what we're willing to tolerate and what we're not willing to tolerate, I think I'm willing to tolerate a lot more now, because I don't care as much now,
Yeah. Yeah. Joe wouldn't tell me what to wear, but if we were going to something that like he was the host of, he would tell me, can you put on something like sexier, or can you
Yeah.
really like, and then a night like that black dress that shows your boobs, can you wear that instead? But there was never, like, with him, there was never any wear this, wear that rules.
You make a really good point too, because
he was never really the jealous type. He's more jealous now that we're split, and not even jealous, but like, I don't know. But when we were together, everybody knew that I was obsessed with him. So it wasn't like a thing.
you make a good point, because again, referencing my marriage, in it, when we would go out, which wasn't often, but when we would, I never made much of an effort to dress up, because I always kind of stood by this whole, like, you knew who I was when you met me. I'm a pretty simple person. Dressing up's not really my thing, and I guess that bothered her a little bit. I never really thought about it. But then, in my relationship now, we were going to go out and do something. I was just kind of throwing on some clothes, and she kind of, like, like in passing, but also was kind of serious. She's like, I'm trying to look cute for you when we go out. Can you put on something different? It's like, yeah, I get that. And the reason she said that was because, like in all relationships, you put your best foot forward. And so every time we got together and we saw each other, I was putting my best foot forward, which I should be doing all the time, I guess,
Yeah.
But in this one instance, I didn't. And it was like a shock. Like, I'm not used to seeing you like this. I'm going out like this. Could you at least match it,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get that now.
Joe, I loved jacket and jeans, and he would get made fun of all the time for wearing a suit jacket with jeans, but he knew I loved it, so he would still wear it. He didn't care.
So it's for you. And that's, yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Jennifer.
Hey, Jennifer.
Oh, so you saying I don't look cute? Yeah, that's
Not really.
exactly what she was saying to him, Zeke. You don't look cute. Put something else on.
And you know what? You know what? Props to her for feeling comfortable to say it to me, I guess. I
Yeah.
don't think I could ever say that to somebody.
No, it's different when it comes to men and women.
The only time I ever said something kind of like snobby, but even then it wasn't like I just thought that she needed one. We'd got done working, we were working in this farm, and when we were done, we were sitting on the couch, and I guess both of us stunk, but I really thought she stunk. And I looked at her like, "You're gonna take a shower, right?" And she looked at me and she goes, "Dude, that's you." Like, oh, I'm gonna take a shower.
Yeah, I'll tell Kenny, my friend in Texas, all the time, like, go take a shower, dude. I haven't seen you shower in like 2 days. You're gross.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, whatever.
Whatever. So we haven't talked about Taco Tuesday in a while. Are you going to do Taco Tuesday today with your
Yes.
Maria's tacos? You going to get 40?
I might get 40. No, you know what? Say we're gonna do 20. We're gonna do 20.
Well, we talked about on the air that it's people are going out to eat more than ever because it's cheaper to go out to eat than it is to eat at home, which is not what our parents taught us. We have food at home.
When you look at inflation and the way that prices have gone up, they've gone up at everything at the grocery store. With the fast food restaurants have all stayed the same. The dollar menu is still the dollar menu. A cheesy bean and rice burrito is still $1.25.
It's cheaper to get 3 tacos for $3 than to go and buy all the stuff for it. That's the truth.
I paused my every plate that I was getting that box stuff every week, which I mean made sense. It was eight dinners for $50 a week, which comes out to like just over $5 a plate, which, it's $8 for a combo meal at the fast food restaurant, but that's if you're getting a full combo meal. I don't need all of that. I can go get a burger for less or something even more healthy for less, and that's just my dinner.
My brother's been in town from New York for like over a week, and he hasn't had real Mexican food. And I was like, what? So tonight we're all having dinner, and there's a Mexican market right next to Mom and Papa Madden's house, and we're just gonna go get all the stuff to build tacos. But in there, in the market, if you're buying like the Mexican food, it's pretty inexpensive. But if you're buying like white girl food, you go to the grocery outlet or something else. I don't know if that's on purpose or if they're like, I don't know how much these red vines are supposed to cost. Let's just throw it out there and see if they buy them. Like, I don't know,
The chicken's reasonably priced, but the red vine licorice is through the roof.
So like their avocados are cheap, but if you're getting the toast for it, and that's when you're crossing over to the California.
Have you seen how much a Baby Ruth is there? It's outrageous. I don't even want to get started on Kit Kats.
Yeah. So if you're buying like regular tortilla chips, it's fine, but don't try to get those Cool Ranch.
The tableside guac is reasonable, but no Reese's peanut butter cups.
So we're gonna do a whole like Mexican spread tonight, and then get a Murphy's pizza for my nephew because he's not gonna eat it. So
that'll be cool. That'll be really cool.
18 minutes at 4:25. That's an inside joke that we can't explain because, okay, so if you're new to radio or if you're new to us, like some of us are local. So when it comes to talking about family situations, I can't be as honest as I'd like to be because some of our parents listen all the time. And there's a Papa Murphy's joke in there that it takes a longer and it really does. When you're talking to two parents who've been single parents for a long time, we know how long a Papa Murphy's pizza takes to cook. It's 18 minutes at 4:25, and that's if you want it crispy. I do it 10 minutes, and then I pull it off that little paper so that the bottom gets crispy. So I only do another 3 to 4 minutes because if it's even kind of burnt on the top, my son's not going to touch it.
Do you know what a hidden treasure is for pizza? 7-Eleven. I'm serious. Hey. I know, right? Ha ha ha. They have a legit pizza oven in there, and their pizzas, when they come out fresh from their oven, are pretty good. And they're like $7.
Okay, I believe that. I believe that the 7-Elevens and the AM PMs know what they're doing because a lot of people stop in there. But either way, have you seen the new AM PM guy? Look him up. He's scarier than the Burger King.
Let's see here.
My parents love him. Like his whole
Toothless.
body is made out of food that you get at the AMPM. So she said $7. Heather ate your 7-Eleven pizza.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're really not bad. I don't know if you can.
Yes, he's terrifying, Tiffany. And his hair is like Twizzlers, and his hands are burgers and hot dogs.
I sent you a picture in the messenger of him. I don't know if you can put it up on the screen or not.
Dude, my mom and dad love him.
His name is Toomgis.
He is terrifying. Let me see.
Toomgis. Oh my God, that is just the most awful thing I've ever seen.
Isn't he scary?
That is terrible.
Let's see. Hold on.
He's got a bag of pretzels and a bag of Oreos for a bra.
It's not letting me show.
That belongs on the Addams Family.
Yeah.
Oh! Can I say real quick? I'm gonna forget it if I don't, because this is like such an one-off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't watch children's programming. I don't like kids' cartoons. Paw Patrol can suck it. I hate Paw Patrol. Chase is on the case. No, he's not. Chase can go ahead and get laid off on Netflix.
That Little Einsteins is one of my favorite. Go ahead.
On Netflix, Dogs in Space. Oh my God. It's for 7-year-olds, but its dialogue is on point. The main character, Haley Joel Osment. I see dead people. And he's hilarious.
But isn't he an adult now? Isn't he like 30?
Oh yeah. No, he's one of my favorite actors now. He's actually really funny.
I'm assuming he doesn't play a kid in the show.
It's a cartoon. No, he's
with his voice.
Yeah. It is so good. Dogs in Space.
Dogs in space. So it's just puppy. Are they rescuing? So is it Paw Patrol just in space?
It's dogs looking for new planets for humans to live on. And so they're all out there doing the dirty work for the humans. Huh?
I would live on another planet with a bunch of puppies.
It's so good. It's so funny. I swear to God, Dogs in Space. Give it one episode. It hits the ground running from the word go. Like the very first few lines of dialogue will make you laugh. It's so good. It's so good. And it's meant for 7-year-olds. I can't stop watching it.
Okay. Did your kids find it or you found it on your own?
No, Monica and her kid were watching it. And I stumbled in on it.
On Netflix?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's on our Netflix. When you come back in the studio, I'm going to put it on.
Because we are all business up in here. All right, you guys, we have Oktoberfest tickets on the air. So Oktoberfest is coming to Dustable, right?
Yes. Oktoberfest.
Okay, I want to see the wrong business.
September 24th.
Yes, and we have your tickets to that. And then what else are we giving away? Anything else?
And then Panic at the Disco, 2 tickets to the show, an autographed guitar, autographed vinyl, 2 nights hotel in San Francisco. We're going to have a keyword for that for you to text to win here in about 3 minutes.
All right. So we're going to jump back on the air. Happy Taco Tuesday. We will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.